Well, I was working at Victor Chandler, and one day the seniors went out for dinner with the trainer of a horse school pension fund, and he got pissed and told them it was going to win, and it was 33
Right.
to 1. And I was working there, and they were trying to set up a spread betting office, and I'd sat there for months, and they couldn't get the license, and nothing was happening. And there was a man who ran the office, ran the spread betting office, and he had his own private office with one of those sort of crap offices that was sort of like a plywood with a window, right? And it was really the size of a large desk with someone sitting both sides, and he used to come out every Saturday and write his football bets, his Premier League football bets up uh, on the whiteboard. And then when he started betting on the Italian football, everybody said, "Do you know what you're doing? You sure you know what you're doing here?" And it was this Asian handicap football, and oh,
Yeah.
whatever. And anyway, so we were all told to back this horse school pension fund, and I had 300 quid each way on it, and won
Oh,
10 grand. I did, and the next day I went into work and I called Lofty, and I said, Lofty, I've got my float ready. I'm coming back. We'll opt on the rails. And I knew, because I wasn't old enough to be a bookie, and there was a bookie called Barry Slaney, and I used to pay him a day's wages and opt on. This is when they had flaps over the rails, and you had to shout out the prices. There weren't boards. And I went to the chap who ran this football betting, and I said, look, good luck with your Asian handicap. I'm going to go and be a bookie at the races. I knocked out my float in about 2 weeks and spent the rest of my 20s sort of destroying myself, starting again, and
yeah.
suffering. But about 2 years later, I heard about all these people I was working with driving Ferraris and earning millions of pounds a year. It turned out that the person I was working for and mugged off was called Tony Bloom. And I called him and I said, Tony, Asian handicap, this is the biz, right? I want to be involved. He said, "Look, Ben, good luck at the races. Hope it goes well." So it was the first of one of my appalling life decisions.